Hello everyone, I hope that you had a great first day back with us. Now, I mentioned yesterday about the project, so we're going to continue moving forward now. We're going to be talking about the Iliad. One thing that we really need to understand in reading the Iliad, because we deal a lot with gods and goddesses and all that kind of thing, is what immortality really means. Immortality really means just never dying, and of course the gods and goddesses never die. And that's the Greek and the Trojan gods and goddesses we're going to study. Now, due to the length of this excerpt that we're going to be reading, because this is not even the complete Iliad, this is just from parts of it that we're going to be reading. It's the quarrel and a couple other sections we're going to read. You're going to really have to keep up with your reading. I am not going to give you a lot of work to do. I am going to give you work, though. You'll have vocabulary words. I'm going to try my best to keep your work down to about 30 to 45 minutes a day. Now, that, of course, is only if you stay focused and work diligently. If you do that, you get the first 3 days, you have 11 vocabulary words, which are right in your glossary. You don't even have to look anywhere else for them. They're in your glossary. That shouldn't take you long to do. The notes from the videos should also take about 5 to 10 minutes because I'm going to keep the videos between 5 minutes or less. So you'll just take notes while you go along, and that will help then. And then you'll have maybe about 10 to 20 minutes of reading to do. Then 2 to 3 days a week, you spend an extra 10 minutes on the project I've asked you to do for that 300-word essay. So you should really only have to do 30 to 45 minutes a day. One thing that this, I hope, is teaching you is time management. Okay? Now, we're going to pay particular attention to the editor's notes throughout the selections that I give you so you can keep track of the sequence of events and maintain the continuity of the storyline, okay? Now, the Iliad and the Odyssey are written in heroic dimensions. The narrative style is elevated and the events are presented in a very grand proportion. Many poets have emulated or matched or surpassed even Homer's style, thus contributing to the conventions of the epic genre. We're still continuing with the epic study. Works written for the Iliad and the Odyssey are said to contain Homeric features. Now, I want to go over some of the names and places because they're a little tongue-tied and hard to mention. We're going to do the Greeks first, okay? We have Achaean. Achaean is a Greek original name for the Greeks. We have Achilles, who's a leader of the Myrmidons and hero of the Iliad. We have Agamemnon, who's king of Mycenae and leader of the Greeks. We have Automedon, who's Achilles' charioteer. We have Calchas, who's a soothsayer, a prophet in the Greek camp. We also have Helen, of course, who is, and I've lost my spot here, but she is the wife of Menelaus, and she is abducted by Paris, who we're going to find out a little bit more about him as well. Menelaus is the king of Sparta, who's the husband of Helen and the brother of Agamemnon. We have Myrmidon, who's a warrior from Thessaly, the follower of Achilles. We have Nestor, and you can find these names on page 626 in your book, but I just want to go over them because they're very important for you to know. Nestor is a wise old man, counselor to the Greeks. And we have Odysseus, who's the king of Ithaca and shrewdest of the Greeks. We have Patroclus, who is the close friend of Achilles. And we're going to end it there, and we'll continue later on with the Trojans and gods and goddesses. The gods and goddesses is something we're going to have to really take good notes on, okay? Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you another time.